Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm Calvin and today we're back to our philosophy topic. So in our last topic we already talked about another type of equality, that the equality of well-being. So we found out the problem that when we thinking about the well-being equality, that means we have to go to please everyone with their opinion. So even when that opinion is something like make a movie theater or have something kinda expensive like a yacht or like a good or maybe a really rare motorbike or even a sport car. So which means that the equality of happiness and the equality of well-being cannot be just used to please the citizen or please people just because they want it. So in that case, the equality will make everything change and in the bad way, of course. So today we will be going to meet another type of equality, but with more opportunities to have a better society if we make it right. That's the equality of opportunities. Yeah, that's right into our topic. So to making sure everyone has a good life and have a good well-being on the life, which means that we need to go into like serve them and then give them things they want. But that's not equality. That's because everything that they want have to be pleased, and then there's something that they just want to have, but when they see some people got the orders that much more expensive or much more valuable, so they will get jealous or they will become angry because they cannot be the best person on the world, for example. So today another way to make our society be better is give them the equality of the opportunities. So why would we say that? Because as I said in a lot of topics about the equality should be depend on how a person improve themselves and also getting themselves experience. So which means that the way that they improve themselves on the way or on their life is a type of equality too. So I already said that, and now our topic is still talking about that, but officially. So the equality of opportunities should be going to like focus on the education. For example, if there is the equality of opportunities, so first for education we should give every children the right to go to school even when they are poor or rich, which means we didn't need to pay money to go to school. That's the first one. The second one that is accessibility for students or people who is disability. That's the equality about even when you are lucky or not, you still have the right to do things and still have the way to improve yourself. The third thing is that we have the lunch meals on school. If you are school that teach from the morning to evening or afternoon, that should be the best part that student need, because student is still child and they cannot be distracted by the food if they want to learn good, right? If they want to study, so the hunger need to be erased or need to be solved first. So there is something that we should do to make it be better, and also we also need to give the school good teacher and train the teacher in complicated way for special students that cannot understand some problem or some situation in the examples or the test easily. So in this case, that means we already give everyone the same opportunities and also the same type of study, which means the same level, depend on how they are and depend on how they need it. So when they finish their schools and they finish the time to study when they're 18 years old and then choose to go to high school, go to university or go to work at somewhere, even if they fail. So that's equality, because that depends on how serious and how focused they are on the time that they use to study, and also that's how they have to be if they go to use their imagination or use their creative to find a job or find their own opportunities. So that means the equality of opportunities is just depending on the knowledge, and then let that people take care everything of themselves, like the responsibility, money, are also about the opportunities themselves. So which means even when you find it or not, that depends on how you use your knowledge, not what about you have. So that means this is the better way for the equality of well-being. That's because we is using the knowledge for citizens to make them choose their life. So even when they fail, they are still choose to be fail. They didn't going to try as hard as they can, and then they fail. They just choose the wrong way, and they choose their own way lead to the fail. So of course, if we're thinking like that, we could see that there is still some problem that make it seem unfair. So that problem, like if we choose to be fail, but we tried hard. I tried hard, but I still fail. So that means because you didn't have enough knowledge and you didn't know what is your talent is if you study it enough. And of course, there is something that much more better than just the equality of opportunities. That's the true opportunities, which means that the opportunities that didn't have the equality, the equal. For example, there is some student in Vietnam is live with their mother in English, which means is English people, American people, or their husband, their father. I'm sorry, their father is foreign people instead of Vietnamese people, and their mother or their father beside with their husband or their wife will be the other country people, which means that they have two language in one family. So in that case, which means that that person or that child live in the case that they can learn, or it can learn two language at the same time. So if someone is know that is an opportunity, we could see that knowing two language at the same time since you grew up, which means that you have more opportunities for job that needs to translation, or need to find a job that going overseas or going around the world, or you could say the international job, which means that it would make it better for you to traveling too. So there is a lot of opportunities that come from you having more than one language. And of course, the other child that didn't have the same case of family need to study the other language like English in school. So still, that thing is a good inequality, because that is how lucky they are. So that means they already have it. We cannot decide everybody to like, yeah, your parent needs to know some language just for you to know both language at the same time. That depends on how you study it, of course. Maybe some people is lucky than some others. So there is still cannot be the 100% equality of the world, but still the equality that depends on the improve of everybody is the most perfect that we have for now. So that's the end for my video today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys on my next video. And now it's time for us to say goodbye then. See ya!